I can't help but think about something that's been eating at me lately. Life was just so much better in the 90s. Before smartphones, before Tinder, before everything became so digital and so disposable. Let's start with the 90s. Remember TV back then? Remember shows like Seinfeld? When that show ruled the airwaves, it was sharp, it was witty, it was risky. It didn't even care if it offended someone. It was honest. It was brutally honest. Even The Office, brutally honest, was kind of more like in the 2000s, The Office, but it still had a very 90s feel to it. And it was just a brutally honest show. Remember the scene where Mike was informed that Oscar was gay, and he was so shocked, and the whole show was all about that. If that was on today, it would have been canceled like immediately. There would be an uproar about it. So I've been thinking a lot about the 90s lately. That was definitely my favorite decade. I was in my prime in the 90s, and everything was just so much better. Do you remember the Jamie Kennedy Experiment? That show would never get away with anything if it was made today. Comedy used to be a place where you could say wild things, weird stuff, things that would offend people today. It was just real and honest, and it was how people really thought. Now everyone has to walk on eggshells for fear of offending people, for fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just ridiculous. Today, comedy has been neutered. Everybody's terrified. Cancel culture is a real thing, and it came on like a sledgehammer. And it said, you can't say that. But the problem is those jokes used to be how we talked in real life. And that's why they were so relatable. And that's why everything today has gone to shit. How about music? How about music? How about nationalism? And this isn't about, right wing, left wing. I'm apolitical. I don't give two shits about either parties. But music had balls back then. Remember Oasis? They were huge. You think Liam Gallagher was worried about offending people? They were proud to be British. That Union Jack was flown on stage at almost every concert, or it was painted on Noel's guitar, or the drummer, I forget his name, I remember he had a shirt made out of the Union Jack. Now in the UK, if you fly the Union Jack, you're considered a racist. You're anti-immigration. It's just ridiculous. Back then, it was about identity. That's what Oasis was about. It was about identity, it was about swagger, and it was about pride. Today, nationalism is a dirty word. You're labeled a Nazi if you're a nationalist. Wave that Union Jack around in the UK, you'll be called a Nazi. I have friends over there. I definitely know all about it. Everyone's panicked today. Back then, we weren't panicked. We were just cool. Bands today, they're very safe. They're very plastic. They're all algorithm tested for maximum streamability. Nothing new, nothing raw, nothing real, and nothing human. The human experience has been wiped away. And you could say that about music, about television, about movies, entertainment, art, definitely art, technology, smartphones. Don't even get me started on smartphones. In the 90s, we talked to each other. We looked at each other in the eye, or through our Ray-Bans, or through our aviators, but we looked at each other face to face. Today, you're in a room full of people and everybody's somewhere else. Get on a subway train or get in an elevator. Everyone is like, where's my phone? I don't have it with me. I try not to carry it. Everyone's like this. Freaking idiots. In the 90s, we read books. We used to journal with a pen and a notebook. I still have those journals, and I still journal today. People shot photos on real film that you could hold in your hand. You had to wait a week, 2 weeks to get them developed. You had to think. Digital killed patience. Now everyone's a photographer. Everyone has a phone in their pocket and everyone's a photographer. And guess what? When everyone is a photographer, no one is a photographer. And it's the same thing with digital art. Just go on Instagram and do a search for artists. Everyone's a freaking artist. When everyone's an artist, no one is an artist. We're really headed down a dangerous road. Actually, we're already there. We're at our destination. Meanwhile, let me show you the view. I'm sitting by a lake. It's a real lake. It's not AI. It's not digital. It's absolutely reality. What about dating? What about Tinder and all these freaking love apps? Wow. Remember when you would meet someone in real life, maybe at work, at the office, or even in a bar, but you would meet someone in real life, maybe a coffee shop. Now it's Tinder. Swipe left, swipe right. Disposable people. It's like fast food romance. No commitment, no effort, just dopamine and scrolling. Dating used to be about mystery, about charm. Now it's all about marketing. And we're the products that they're marketing. Look, I'm not saying everything was perfect. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't, but it had soul. It had the human experience. There was texture. There was texture that you could feel. Now, it's all gone. It's all gone. So yeah, maybe this is a rant, but if you feel even a little of what I'm saying, then you know, come on. Life really was better before Tinder, before smartphones, before all of the technology that we have today. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're over 40, over 50, over 70, whatever, or just feel like a stranger in the world today, then this channel's for you. So please subscribe, hit the like button. I'm trying to make videos every week. Until next time.